welcome to Boring Conversations Anyway. I am one of your hosts, Chris, and today we're doing a special episode. We're going to just do reactions from people who saw the movie. We're going to piece together different recordings, people who walked out of the theater, just recorded on their phones, or went home and recorded on their computer and then sent them to me. So we should get a bunch of different ones from different people. So right now we're going to start with mine. I just came out of the movie theater about a half hour ago, and I thought the movie was great. I really did. It was the perfect movie for the middle. It was dark. Not as dark as I thought it was going to be, actually, but there was some dark stuff in it. It is a hard thing to review without spoiling it, so I just kind of keep my feelings about the movie. I think this was the movie we needed. To me, it was able to tie all of the movies together with this one movie. It did not neglect the prequels like I believe the Force Awakens did. Not that I'm the hugest prequel fan, but it brought in some lore to that, and I'm really happy that they did. I thought it was a spectacular movie with special effects. There was only one scene in the movie, it was actually a Snoke scene, that I thought looked a little off. But the rest of it, I thought the CGI was grounded and well placed. As far as the story, I thought most of the story was what we wanted to see. I did think there's some story points that they had to put in there just to give characters things to do. But overall, I thought it was a fantastic movie. It is a movie theater experience. This movie's going to kick ass. People are going to pour in to see this flick. I will see it again in the movie. I'm sure at least one more time. I'm sure I'll probably see it, as Joe is making a face recording this, 3 or 4 times.
You saw it 5 times last.
Yeah, I know. To me, it was what I wanted to see. There's some great moments in there from different characters, which again I can't get into because this is a spoiler-free. I thought it was a Star Wars movie. That is the most important thing. This is a movie that is something that you would put together in your mind and say what you would want for these characters, about how it tied in the old characters with the new characters and bringing them together. Other than that, trying to keep this quick, I would say that I was happy with every arc in the movie. That's most important. I was happy with every character's journey in their arcs for where they needed to be in this point. There would be some stuff that I would say could have been snipped. I mean, it's 2 hours and a half. And the problem with a 2.5 hour movie is you feel it because nowadays you don't go to just sit down. You have to get 25 minutes of commercials and trailers. So you're at a 3 hour flick no matter what. I did feel it in some places, but not consistently, which is good. So it was a lot of speed in this movie and it moved it along. And I thought the character portrayals were done great.
Saw The Last Jedi. I can't even believe what happened. New Jedi things. Star Wars took another step up. It is the movie of the year, which we knew it was going to be, but this is even better than I was hoping for. I got almost everything I wanted to see. It is a worthwhile seeing. Star Wars fans, get out to the movies. I know you're here with me right now today, but you need to see this movie. Everything that you want is in this movie this time. Little flaws every now and then, little start off slow, but it ended with a bang. See this movie.
Hey everybody, it's Thor. I just got back from seeing Star Wars The Last Jedi, and I wanted to share some of my reactions. I didn't love the movie. I didn't like what they did with Luke, and I thought there was kind of weird tone shifts in the film. You know, I don't want to say it didn't feel like a Star Wars movie because that's almost a good thing. Because it definitely felt like this was a new director, and I like that. That it kind of had a different sort of pacing to it. But yeah, I didn't like it, and that's pretty much all I can say. I don't say that's it. I didn't hate it. I liked a lot. There's a lot in there that I like, but for the most part, I kind of felt a little bit let down by the film. But that's just me because I had a very specific way that I saw they should handle Luke Skywalker, and I was let down by that. But that's okay. That wasn't the movie that they were going to make. But yeah, that's what I thought. We'll talk about it more on the splash.
Now, for me, this was the Star Wars movie we wanted when we heard it was coming back. It tied in past events for us, past characters we loved, and it opened up a new world to us with these new characters. So I'm very pleased with it. I liked it very much. I enjoyed it very much. Luke Skywalker is an OG, and that's about it. Enjoy it.
Happened, which is good. It's a good thing. I like being surprised. I came in like a lot of people with all of these new films, like ready to just tear it up and have issues with it, which I do in certain spots, but dude, that was so sick. It was so sick, man. Oh my gosh. If you're a Star Wars fan, get out there and see it. Even if you're not a Star Wars fan, it's just a good flick in general. So check it out, y'all.
Hey, it's Charlie. I'm just here to give my reaction to The Last Jedi. I saw The Last Jedi today with my brother and my brothers-in-law, and we all loved it, as did the entire theater. I went into the movie a little nervous because I saw a reaction online was a bit mixed, to say the least, with some people saying it was a huge disappointment and saying it would be better if Jar Jar were in the movie, which is insane. I can see what people may not have liked about it. Maybe that the movie didn't meet their expectation for the characters for the original trilogy, but I really enjoyed where they went with all our original characters and with the new characters, and I enjoyed the new characters they added. I love the opening and I love the ending. The ending leaves it open, I think, for a lot of great things to come. And this, as a final movie for Carrie Fisher, I think this did really well. Her scene with Luke is probably one of my favorite scenes of the movie. That's really it. I really just loved the movie more than Force Awakens. And especially because Force Awakens, I was just wondering when Han would die. It was much more enjoyable when I finally figured out when that was going to happen. But as for The Last Jedi, I loved it. I can't wait to watch it again. This might be a movie I actually go see a second time in the theater, which never happens. And I just look forward to hearing everybody else's reactions. See you guys later. Bye.
All right, so I just saw The Last Jedi, and this is like my little reaction video, I guess. So, it's a little under 2.5 hours, which was fine. I was highly entertained the entire time. There wasn't really any point when I was like, well, this is kind of boring. It was nonstop action for the most part. Obviously they got into story, but it was, a lot of action. This is spoiler free, by the way. I'm not going to give anything away because I do think you should see it because it is nice. It was a good movie. It was dark. This one was much darker than the other ones. It had almost like a Empire kind of feel to it. Empire is kind of the darkest out of the original trilogy, and this is like definitely darker than The Force Awakens. So I was really excited. I want to see it a few more times in theaters. I saw episode 7 like 5 times, I think, in the theaters, 4 or 5 times. So I really highly enjoyed it, and you should definitely check it out. Like, oh my god, it was really cool. There was just one like shot that was breathtaking, and my mouth just opened for it, and it was agape, and it was just, oh my god, I could not believe it. I've thought about this before in the past, but it was the visuals in this movie were so good. So I hope you guys enjoy it too.